All right, guys, welcome back to the garage. As you can see, I flipped this thing around. What we're gonna do now is the last thing I have to do to this, which is the rear end. And we'll take a quick peek at it over here real quick. And I've never really done a differential style axle before, and it's gonna be a first for me. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. I don't know if you guys can see this here, but you can see that wobble in there. The bearings are gone inside of this hub, and I don't know what else is going on in here. And we got slop up here. I'm assuming these U-joints here are gone. We'll see. So that's where we're at. This is the last thing we have to do. I'm gonna do a little bit of painting back here to make this look nice, and kind of try to match the front. As you guys can see there, the front looks really, really nice. So let's get over to the bench and take a look at the kit that I bought. All right, so these are the parts that I have. And this came with the ATV. Previous owner bought it and included it in the purchase, so I'm gonna throw that in as well. So we have that. This is the kit that I bought off of, geez, I wanna say it was Amazon. Anyways, it says right here, it's for an LTZ250 2x4, 2004 to 2009. And it's a rear differential bearing kit. It's made in China. Believe me, it wasn't very expensive. Well, I shouldn't say it wasn't expensive because this kit was $100. So I'm pretty sure if you bought it from Yamaha, it'd be twice that, if not 3 times that. And it's a pretty extensive kit. Let's take a look at everything that's in here. So we got a couple of seals. Not really sure what that one is. You got another seal here. Another seal. I'm gonna have to go through the assembly drum to see exactly how this goes. And there's a needle bearing set. Not really sure where that goes. There's another big bearing. Another big bearing. Another, excuse me. Another big one. And then here's another needle, set of needle bearings. Again, I don't know where all this stuff goes. I am going to have to find out by looking at the assembly drawing, but this is what came with the kit. And this was $100 for these bearings and these seals. And we also have the differential. So I guess at this point, what we got to do is we got to start taking that axle apart and disassembling and cleaning and getting ready to put all these new parts in. All right, guys, I think we need to remove the hubs first. I'm pretty sure that all this stuff's got to come out. And these cotter pins are a disaster, so I will be replacing them. They're all busted. All right, is this loose? Not even tight. And the nut is pretty janked up, but we will use it. And luckily the hub slid right out, which is nice. Which tells me that somebody greased it. Alright, there we go. And this quite a bit of stuff rolling around in that thing. Let's put that down there for now. Slide the brake drum off. Pull those off, set those aside. All right, now this bolts onto here. We're gonna have to loosen the cables and take the cables out, I think. All right, I removed the breather. All right, there's a bearing in there, and it feels terrible. Doesn't even turn. Look at that. That bearing doesn't even turn. She's out and hot as a mofo, as you can see. All right, let's work on, I guess at this point I'm gonna pull this skid plate off of here and get that wrench in there, so. All right, let's see if we can slide it out. There's the axle. Let's move it over to the bench. I just pulled the shaft out. It just kind of slides in there. We're gonna have to replace the U-joint. It actually doesn't feel bad. I don't think it's bad, but we got it apart. We might as well do it, and we have the joint to put in there. Hopefully it's the right one. Anyway, we'll replace that also. I think it's the right one. Looks like it. All right. Let's start cracking this thing open. I'm assuming we're gonna have to take this axle tube off and this face, and I'm pretty sure there's some kind of gear oil in here. Bolts in there. There we go. And there is an O-ring in there. Wow. There's a lot of rust inside of that. Now these look like 12s, so let's try them. Coming out. They don't want to, but they're coming out. She's breaking free. If I can get it off of here. Oh God, does this thing stink? Woo! There we go. Look at that. Not supposed to look like that. Wow, that is disgusting. Let's see if we can get the shaft out of here now. Everything is so rusted, nothing wants to come apart. There we go. All right, let's try to slide the housing off, shall we? Oof, that's disgusting. Wow. I don't know what the deal is with this differential, but wow. All right, guys, take a look at that. That is just unbelievable. I don't have words for it. It's looking to me like This piece right here, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's all stripped out. It's almost to the point where it's ready to start slipping. So this hub thing here needs to be purchased, and that's probably going to be a and the bearings inside of there are toast, or whatever's in there. I'm gonna have to pull that apart and see what's going on there. And honestly, I don't know how to get it apart. Does it clip in there or something? I just don't know. All right, so I got this off. Not really sure how it's held in. I think it's a snap ring in the groove in here. Anyway, this piece has to be replaced. It's pretty bad. There it comes. There it is. And that is that metal one. It's a good size one too. All right, that's out. Man, this is just absolutely disgusting. And there's all kinds of stuff going on in here. It was really in there. Look at those bearings. Wow. Holy cow. There we go. That did not want to come out. All right, guys, I got most of the bearings out. This one here, the bearings are all out of this one. All the seals are out. Just needs to be cleaned up. I didn't record a lot of it because it's just you can't see anything anyways. It's just covered in this heavy gear oil. It's disgusting gear oil. I'm trying to take the last bearing out right now. Last large bearing. I don't think I can get the differential out of this until I'm gonna have to order the tool. There's a special tool to take that nut out of there. So I'm gonna have to order it. But I'm gonna pound out this last bearing right now, and I'll come back when I'm done. Still need a lot more cleaning to do. This is just, I just got the heavy stuff up. I need to order a special tool to get this nut out of here. You guys can see that's like a star nut or something, and that unscrews and that allows you to take the pinion out. Listen to this pinion. Not supposed to sound like that. That bearing is gone, and I need to get that out. So I need to order the tool. I need to order one of these also. And these are the bearings, and they are absolutely toast. All right, so we're in pretty good shape. Shaft is right here. I do have a universal joint, which I'm going to replace that. I'll show you guys how to do that. But for now, I'm gonna order some stuff up, and I will continue on once I get all the stuff back. All right, guys, this is where I'm at right now. I got the pinion out. Here's the pinion. As you can see, the bearing's toast. It's all shitty. Unfortunately, the pinion's no good either. If you look here, the splines are all worn out. This collar's no good. As you can see in there, the same deal. The splines are all worn out because these two made together, and they've been slapping around and slopping around and all that for a long time. And the splines in the back end of that's no good either. So these two parts I have to order. I'm not even gonna bother taking the bearing off because the pinion's no good anyway. I don't know if there's a shim behind that. It looks like there is. So I may have to get I might have to take the bearing off anyways to get the shim out, because I'll probably have to reuse the shim. But for now, I mean, it is what it is. Got to order 2 new ones. This wrench right here, I had to make this wrench. I didn't have it. Suzuki wanted 80 bucks for this thing. So I just made it up real quick. At first I didn't make the hex right, so I had to use a cutoff wheel and make it the right size. But as you can see there, it fits inside of here and allows you to screw that nut out. This nut puts the preload on the pinion. So the last thing I have to do, I have all the bearings out, everything. I took a lot of the bearings out off camera. I didn't need to show you guys, but I had to use heat on every single one because it's just so corroded and rusty in here. The last bearing I have to deal with is the one that's way down in here that this tip of this pinion sits in. It's a enclosed pin bearing, and I got to get it out. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how I do that. Again, you got to use heat. It's just the way it goes with this thing. The good thing is it's aluminum, so it heats up really fast. So I'm gonna put some heat to this. And of course the oil or fluid or whatever that sludge is probably gonna burn a little. It's all right, I don't care. I just wanna heat the aluminum so I can pull that bearing out. That should be good for now. I'm just gonna hold it, and this is basically a slide hammer. And there it is. She's out. That's basically how you get a blind bearing out. And like everything else on this ATV, it's just not cooperating. So all that stuff's out now. Now this housing is completely bare now. There isn't any bearings or anything left in it, so it just needs to be cleaned from top to bottom really good with a toothbrush and some parts cleaner. Rebuild the universal joint, so we'll do that now. All right, the first thing we want to do is get the clip off. It should come off pretty simple. Just a little clip. Even though these are pretty corroded, clips usually come right out. All right, go on the floor. That's the clip. Because I want to mark this where it was in relation to this. Just so I put it back the same way. I'm gonna try holding it like this. See if I can. There it goes. If you guys can see that, let me spin it around. This cap is coming out. Loosen this up a little bit more. There it is. So that cap is out. Let me just push this over here a little bit. See if I can tap that down. Binding. All right, she is going. Need to hold this a little tighter. Let me see if I can grab this, hold this a little bit. All right. All right, second cup's up. I should be able to just pull this out of here now. There we go. That side's off. And the universal joint is clean. All right, let me just show you this real quick because it's a little easy to get it out once you have one side off. All you have to do basically is just rest these on the U-joint itself. And then you could just tap around it. It should loosen them up. There we go. You guys can see that. Let me turn it so you can see. Open this up just a tiny bit more so the U-joint goes through. And just tap, and you can see. You can see the cap came up. Pull the cap off, and then do the same on the other side. Just drive that cap out. That's it. And there's your universal joint out. All right, guys, here's the new universal joint. Here's the old one. They're exactly the same. This one here really wasn't worn out and loose, but considering the bike came with a new one, I'm going to throw it in. So, anyways, that's the new one. And I wire wheeled everything, so everything's nice and clean. Both sides of it. Looking great. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to install on this one. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use the vise as a press. Because you don't want to be hammering away on these. All right, the way we're going to get this in here is I'm going to start one side. Actually, let me try the other side first. This side's a little easier. All right, one side started. Then you put the universal joint in. And of course, let me hold this a little better. It's kind of a fine dance you got to do here. Get these in there. Then you put the universal joint in. And make sure your bearings are okay. And they are. and then we can start that. And we'll take the other side, put this side in now. Make sure it's started in there. And you just squish it in the vise. Pretty simple. Make sure the caps are going in straight. Check it for movement. And it's going to be really tight because these are brand new. Going to tap this down a little bit. And the only reason why I did that is because I want to get that snap ring in. We're going to put it in. Hopefully it doesn't fly across the shop. There it is. All right, it's in. Now I can push this side in with the vise as far as it'll go. And then I'm going to have to tap that side down until I can get the clip on. Let's see if we can snap this guy on there. And we got it in. All right. That's one side done. And we're going to do the same thing. What I'm going to do is hold that in the vise. Now, we got to take the caps off. First of all, I want to make sure I got my lines lined up. Remember I put a line on there? There's a line there and a line there. So I want to make sure that my lines line up. Does it matter as much on an ATV as it does on a car? Probably not, but a car, in an automobile, they balance the drive shaft, and you want to make sure that you put these back the same way they were so you don't get vibration. But it's a good habit to get into, to do it on everything. I pull this cap off. And this cap. And we slide this in. Okay, that one's kind of loose, which is all right. The clip's going to hold it in anyway. Now let's get this side in. Oh, constantly getting my glove in the way. All right. Again, push them in with the vise. They're in. Now this side here, I can already see that I can get the snap ring on that. So I'm going to, because I have pretty good access to it right there. And it is in the position where, all right, that snap ring's in. Now I can hold this, tap this down with a socket. And again, don't kill it, just tap it, it'll go. And then allow me to get that snap ring in this side. And that looks pretty good to me. Hold it in the vise. And this is pretty difficult to do without a vise, so if you don't have a vise, good luck doing this. And let's get this ring in. And I think that should be good enough to snap in there. And it is. All right, that one's in. Same thing. Tap it. You don't want to hit the cap. Just the cast part of the universal joint. And that's it, guys. All set. Brand new universal joint, good to go. There's your new universal joint. I'm going to clean this stuff up off camera. I got some parts to order. Like I said, I got to get a new pinion. I got to go order a new collar. And I think that's it. As far as parts go, I think that pinion's probably, this pinion here is probably going to be $100. So I got probably $250 into this rear end right now. If you count the universal joint, all the bearings, and some more bearings here. I gotta send that one, put that one in the freezer. This guy down here, the bearing was gone in this. It didn't even turn. Let me see if it's up here. It's this guy right here, this big fat one. It doesn't even turn. It's completely rusted solid. This bearing did not come in the kit, so I had to order that special. That bearing was, I think, 20 bucks. Suzuki wanted $100 for that bearing. I got it on eBay. It's probably a Chinese knockoff. Good enough for this VTV. You can also see here that I painted the axle tube. It looks brand new. So that'll look nice when it's back on the bike. Let's go over to the bike and show you what else I did on it. I'll show you I painted the grab bar. I painted the frame. The frame looks all really nice now. I painted the swing arm. So the swing arm looks really nice. Looks brand new. Looks real good. As you guys can see. The frame looks fantastic. I also covered the sticker, so the factory stickers didn't get painted over. There's the VIN number, you can still read it. Everything looks good. All painted up, ready to go. I painted this a while back also, but you can see how nice that lower swing arm looks, the frame. This bike's gonna look really good when it's back together. Let's go back to the bench real quick. Again, I had to make this wrench. This wrench was $80 from Suzuki. I have access to a machine shop, and most people don't. But anyway, and like I should have said before, I didn't actually didn't figure it properly because I had to use a cutoff wheel to actually make the nut a little smaller so it actually fit inside of this. But it worked. I got it done. So assembly will come in the next video. That'll be the last video. This thing will be done, and we'll move on to something else. I want to thank you guys for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, the whole 9 yards. I appreciate it. The channel's growing. We've done quite a bit over this past year, and we've done a lot of builds. I think I got like maybe 7 or 8 builds in this year. I want to thank all you guys for watching. Hopefully next year we can get a lot more builds in. I can get more time into the channel. It is growing now, and I want to thank all you guys for that. And I like to start doing giveaways and such. So when I start having videos that do really well, I will start giving stuff away. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video and the final episode of this LTZ250.